You know what I was thinking? Why is my voice so high-pitched? I was wondering if you could actually tell the difference between like a new top-of-the-line camera and a mid-range camera and an old camera. I've spent like an unusual amount of time researching how to make videos look good, which is weird because I don't make enough videos. I've always shot with Canon cameras. I started out with a... Hang on. I started out shooting with the Canon T3i, which, you know, was really good in its day. Then I bought the Canon 90D, which is also a crop sensor camera, and absolutely love it. And for no apparent reason, I recently bought the Canon EOS R6 Mark II, which is what I'm filming this with. The other day I used this camera to take photos for my sister-in-law and some family photos, and I thought I did a fantastic job. But back to my question, how big of a difference does the camera itself make to the quality of the video? So what I'd like to do is take each camera body and a lens and go and try to film something and see. It just now occurred to me that the T3i can only shoot in 1080p where these other two can shoot in 4K. So of course it's going to have a disadvantage, but as I'm going to be editing this video in a 4K timeline, we'll just see how it turns out. The R6 Mark II is the only one of the three that can shoot in log, so I'm thinking, hopefully based on the amount of money that I've spent on this camera, that it's going to look a lot better than the other two. But you guys take a look and let me know what you think. All right, I'm excited. Let's do this. Alright, now this is the vlogging setup I was using with the Canon EOS 90D. This is pretty much the same focal length. The f-stop is a little bit different just due to differences in the lens that I'm using on this camera versus the R6 Mark II. But overall everything's pretty much the same. Still using ISO 800, using the same overhead softbox light, using the same microphone, shooting in 4K, 24 frames per second. I wonder if you can tell a big difference between this 90D crop sensor and the R6 Mark II that I shot the first part with. Let's see what the T3i can do. I know it's 1080p, but let's see what it can do. And this shot I can tell looks very, very different. This is shot with the Canon T3i, which is an older camera. I think it's just using the standard picture profile. Shooting in 1080p, 24 frames per second. Most of the other settings are the same, but I feel like this one's not as good. Rightfully so. If this camera shot every bit as good as the Canon EOS R6, I'd be pretty pissed off, to be honest. And now back to the Canon R6 Mark II, which is my favorite camera in the bunch. That was a lot of fun making that video and spending some time with the 90D, which was my previous camera, and spending some time with the T3i, which I haven't shot video with, honestly, in years. I'm actually teaching my son how to shoot photographs with this camera, which is kind of cool, because I've had it longer than he's been alive. Let me know what you think about the quality of the R6 Mark II compared to the 90D and the T3i, and let me know if those results were what you expected, or better than you expected, or, you know, whatever. Comments down below, and I will see you in the next video.